Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a special edition of The Breast There Is, The Breast There Was, and The Breast There Ever Will Be Wrestling Podcast. As always, I'm your host, Mikey B. And this is a special broadcast because this is a show which I will be devoting to reviewing the upcoming SmackDown Live pay-per-view Backlash. And as always, I will not be reviewing the pre-card match. If the WWE deems that it's not worthy for us to see on the main card, and that coupled with the fact that the show's already dragged on way too long, I'm just simply not going to spend my time reviewing it. So only the main card matches I'll be reviewing today. So the first match of the evening has former Wyatt family members Luke Harper against Eric Rowan. Both of these guys, since they disassociated with the Wyatt family, to me seem to be kind of lost without any direction with their characters. They met in the ring a week and a half ago on SmackDown Live, and Eric Rowan was the victor there. And this was a match that wasn't even announced on the television shows. We learned of this match after the post show on the Talking Smack show on the WWE Network. That's where they announced this match. So it was kind of rushed, and I'm hoping that because this was just thought of last minute, that they're going to continue this feud a little longer to give these guys a bit of a run. So since Eric Rowan won the first match, I'm hoping that they will continue this and have a third match down the road. So I'm giving Luke Harper the choice this night. I think he'll be the victor of this match. So Luke Harper will win. The second match features Sami Zayn versus Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin lately, the WWE has been pushing as pretty strongly. So it'd be tough to see, or don't think that I'll see him lose, especially since he's against Sami Zayn, who has been doing the job a lot lately against other wrestlers, despite the fact that Sami Zayn is easily one of the most talented performers on the WWE roster. So this one, I got to choose Baron Corbin to win this match. The next one up is the 6-woman tag team match featuring WWE SmackDown Women's Champion Naomi, Charlotte Flair, and Becky Lynch versus a heel stable called the Welcoming Committee, which has to be one of the worst names for a heel stable I've ever heard, which includes Natalya, Carmella, and Tamina. This match, I never like big tag team matches like this unless they're part of Survivor Series in the original Survivor Series style match, because no characters get pushed further here, and it's just kind of a waste of time. There's no title on the line here. So having said that, I'm going to choose Naomi, Charlotte Flair, and Becky Lynch to win this match pretty handily. And I also think that following the match, Charlotte Flair will then attack Women's Champion Naomi to continue on their feud. So it's kind of silly that they're even tag team partners at this event, since they're clearly feuding already and Charlotte Flair wants that title. So anyways, that's what I believe will happen. That team will win, and Charlotte Flair will then attack Naomi following the victory. The next match is for the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships, featuring champions Usos versus the tag team Breezango. Breezango is a team that has never really been in the limelight. They've barely been featured on any main cards at any pay-per-views in the last year. So for them to get all of a sudden get a number one contender spot at this pay-per-view is kind of unexpected. So I believe that the Usos will not lose their championships to Breezango at this point. So Usos will be victorious and retain their championships. The next match is a match which I believe will already be a contender for Match of the Year, which is for the United States Championship, featuring champion Kevin Owens versus AJ Styles. Why I say this will be one of the best matches is because these two are easily two of the top wrestlers in the company right now and can put on great matches every time they step in the ring. So even though I like Kevin Owens and think he's a pretty solid heel, I think that he will drop the title to AJ Styles here tonight, possibly continuing a feud for later. But either way, AJ Styles, I believe, will win the United States Championship tonight, or on Sunday night. So, and then the next match is the debut of Shinsuke Nakamura, as he does battle with Dolph Ziggler. This one, to me, I mean, this is probably the most no-brainer match on this card here, as the WWE would be stupid to, after building up Shinsuke Nakamura for the last month and a half, to make him lose to Dolph Ziggler. And I also think Dolph Ziggler was chosen because he's somewhat respectable, being a former champion in the company, but in the last year or so, he's been definitely a bona fide jobber in the ring. So he's going to resume that role at this pay-per-view when Shinsuke Nakamura defeats him in his WWE debut on the main card. And the final match of the evening is for the WWE Championship, as champion Randy Orton faces off against Jinder Mahal. Jinder Mahal, much like the tag team of Breezango, also just sort of emerged out of nowhere. He was not a featured wrestler on previous pay-per-views. He's never won an individual title, or he's never won any title, actually, for that matter, in the WWE. So I think it would be a bit ridiculous for him to win this match and win the championship. I think that Mahal is somebody that I think he's a good wrestler, but he needs to prove himself, and the fans will never support him even as a heel unless he wins some respectable matches to prove his worth. And him getting just tossed in this championship match, I think is really uncalled for. And I think that even though he will probably remain in the main event picture for the next few months, I don't think his time to win the championship is just yet. Especially since he has the Singh brothers by his side. I think that will allow him to get a dirty victory in the future to win the title, but I don't think he's losing to Randy Orton on this night. So Randy Orton will retain his WWE Championship as far as I'm concerned. Okay, well, that covers all the matches on the main card. We'll see if I can do better than I did last month on my first pay-per-view prediction show, where I correctly guessed 4 out of 7, right? So we'll see if I can improve those numbers on this pay-per-view. So for those of you who do tune in to watch the Backlash pay-per-view, enjoy. I know that the Kevin Owens-AJ Styles match will be definitely worth watching, and hopefully some other matches will be good too. Shinsuke Nakamura's debut will be great. So yeah, let's hopefully we have a good pay-per-view and it's more entertaining than last month's Payback. And so that covers all the matches. So thanks very much for listening, and see you next time.